I'm going to start with a number that is pretty scary. 90%, approximately 90% of children have been approached to send images or something similar online. That is very frightening to me. And Dr. Lisa Milam with Our Kids Center is here to talk about efforts to educate parents or grandparents about preventing your children from being taken advantage of online. Thank you for coming in, Dr. Milam.
Sure.
Now, in today's internet world, with the electronic devices being part of everyday life, we know that it's a dangerous place for children. What are you seeing today?
I think the primary message is when you hand your child an electronic device, whether it's a tablet or a phone or whatever, even gaming consoles, you have to understand you're giving every sex offender in the world 24-hour access to your child. And you're giving your child 24-hour access to pornography. And so it becomes the parent's responsibility to adapt to that, to put safeguards in place and monitor what their kids are doing. What we're seeing at the Our Kids Center, and I only have to look back to last weekend, within about 12 hours, we had 3 sexual assault victims that were the result of someone on Instagram meeting their kids, talking with them for a while, and after a few weeks was able to get the child to agree to
meet.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Correct.
such a gateway.
Correct.
For these predators.
Yes.
So, these things don't come with instruction manuals in terms of, how you monitor, right? I mean, that's up to parents, grandparents, guardians to keep an eye. And so, what should the conversation be between the parent or guardian and the children?
I think the first thing is to recognize that there has to be conversation. That when parents or caretakers provide that device, it has to be understood it is not the child's device. It is the parent's phone or tablet, again, whatever you're using, and that parent has access to that 24 hours a day. It is always okay for a parent to check that device, to see what their kids are doing. Parents have to understand that by the time a parent is using something like Facebook or Instagram or some other social media, kids have probably already moved on to something that they consider more cool. And kids really are a step ahead of parents. And it's also important for parents to recognize that it's pretty normal behavior. It's completely normal for kids to be searching for things that are inappropriate, that have sexual content or violent content. Kids are going to do that if they have the opportunity. And so parents, when they do see that their kids are viewing those things, we encourage parents to be mindful of their reaction, to not have an emotional reaction, and to be calm and simply begin to ask questions of kids. Talk to kids about, and it can be phrased in the context of friends. Do you have friends who've had any kind of trouble online? What's happened to your friends? What kinds of things did your friends say or do? Have things happened that have worried you? It's okay to ask your friends if someone's approached them online.
When is it appropriate to give a child a phone?
I don't think there's a correct answer. I'm certain
that's a hard one to
there's not
answer.
A correct answer. I know there's a movement in some places to think about at least not until the 8th grade. Many parents are long past that already. We've already given kids phones at age 8, 9, and 10. I think that the longer you can wait, the better. And there's not a correct answer, but I would say the longer you wait, the better.
And there are controls, there's settings, correct?
There are settings, and when parents begin to have their kids interacting with electronic devices, there are a lot of different websites. There are a couple I'll mention here, and our website at ourkidscenter.com has some specific information for keeping kids safe online, and so we would certainly push people to that website because it's going to be hard to remember what you might hear on a TV show. But things like The Internet Crimes Against Children website has a lot of good resources. There's something called internetmatters.org that has a lot of good resources. Even the place where you purchase the device can provide